Alright guys, so welcome to my night side, well, I could say fireside chat, but it's my LED light side chat in my car. So it's about 8 p.m. and I wanted to tell you what happened last night at the rice field. So originally I went there. I was directed to go to this spot by a fellow that lived within a couple kilometers of this place, and he introduced me to the owner of the rice field, and they seemed really cool, and the people that worked for him seemed cool, and I thought it wouldn't be any issue staying there. Well, I pulled my car in there and I got ready to set up for the night, and something just told me, you know what, shut your doors, only keep your windows up that far. And I had my backpack sitting on the front seat, and something told me, take them and put them out of the way, put the key in the ignition, so if anything happens, you can jump over into the front seat from the back here and take off. So, and that's exactly what I needed to do last night. So here's the deal. I'm laying in bed, and I'd been laying there. It got dark about 6:30, and there's nothing to do at that time of the night. You just go to bed early and you wake up early. So I'm laying in bed, and I just didn't get to sleep. It was real quiet, and I almost could have. I really could have. And I'm surprised I didn't, but I just wasn't super tired. And all of a sudden, I hear a sound of a bunch of motorbikes coming. And in front of me, where my car was facing, there must have been, well, I want to say 8 or 9 motorcycles. And they pulled up probably within, I want to say 30 meters of the front of the car. So the car's facing this way, and they're coming in like this. And they pull in within 30 meters of the car. Now, I'm on a narrow dirt road, and I'm off to the shoulder, and there's just, maybe a car width on both sides, and then you've got the rice field. Well, a car width at least on one side, and then maybe half that on the other side, so not a real wide area. And I'm on the right side of the lane, and they're kind of on the left side of the lane. So they pull in, and they're there for like 5 minutes, and I'm thinking, what are they doing there? There's nothing there. I'm the only thing there, and I'm thinking about it, and I said, something just don't feel right. So I hopped over into the front seat, and I put my hand on the car key, and I'm waiting, and I thought, heck with it. I don't know, I couldn't see them, couldn't tell what they're doing, and so I start the engine, and I put the parking lights on. And then all of a sudden they turned off their lights. And I thought, this ain't good. This ain't a greeting. This ain't a happy hello. I don't know what this is. And so then I turned the headlights on to kind of see what's going on, because I figured it's so dark back in where they're at that I couldn't see if they're walking in up. I couldn't see if they're walking in up on me. So at that time, within a minute, this motorcycle comes riding up towards the car, comes right across the grass in front of my front bumper, does a U-turn, and heads back. And I'm like, this is like something out of a friggin' Western movie. What the heck is this? They're staging this. They're taunting me. And I'm pretty calm through this whole thing, and I'm thinking, this don't feel right. This does not feel right. I don't know what their intentions are. They never said any words up to this point. And I just thought, I don't know. I just don't know what this is. And all of a sudden, this guy starts kind of walking towards the car. I had my headlights on, and he goes like this. And I'm like, and I look out the window, and I says, yes. And he says, cut the lights. And I'm thinking, the hell I'm cutting the lights? You don't know me that well. And so I said, I'm leaving now. And so I did a U-turn, which took me about 5 different ting, 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 ting. because it was so narrow in there. So I'm thinking that they thought that I was going to have to go forward. And I'm a pretty good driver. I know how to drive. And so I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening, dude. I'm not going your way towards you. I'm going to freaking go back the way I came. So I did a U-turn and got out of there. And they didn't follow me. And the road was super, super rough. So I didn't like panic drive out of there. But, you know, I drove out of there within a reasonable amount of speed. But I don't know what that was, you guys. Not a good deal. So I went so after that I went to a hotel parking lot and I camped in the parking lot for the rest of the night. So yeah, that made me really uncomfortable. And I started thinking about picking places to camp. And I think from now on I will choose either to park at a resort, on a private property near their house or something, or park in a lighted parking lot or something that is more significant than just out in the middle of nowhere, because there almost seems to be too much of a tribal mentality. If you pull into an area, the whole neighborhood knows you're there. I mean, and if somebody doesn't like it, you're there, or somebody wants to just be a jackwad or whatever, then, you know, it could be an issue. So you have to pick your places good. And I think it's better to just arrive at night when most people are asleep. Everybody kind of crashes early here, and things kind of shut down, maybe 6 to 8 p.m. And my thing is I went there quite a bit early, way before dark, and I introduced myself, and I was kind to people. And I think maybe some of that went the other way. So next time I'm just going to freaking pull in, you know, at dark, have everything picked out where I'm going to go, and rock and roll from there. But somebody mentioned having some motion lights, and that would be key. That would be really key. And I did look for something like that when I had seen some solar lights, but I didn't see anything 12 volt when I was looking. But yeah, that's a great idea. Have some motion lights attached to the car. So, you know, it is what it is. It's not without a learning curve. And I'm at the bottom of the learning curve trying to figure out how to come up. So, yeah, you know, if the people were really angry at me, it would have escalated really bad. Or if there was a huge issue, you know, I probably wouldn't be around this area anymore. So, you know, I'm just kind of feeling it out as I go. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you. I don't want to give negative things a priority or lift that up, but if you're car camping, there needs to be some street smarts, and you have to build that up through experience. And this is an experience that maybe will help somebody else, and it definitely is going to help, you know, set up how I feel. Now, if I had set a tent out there, I'd have been really vulnerable. And the reason I haven't tent camped, and the reason I have stayed in my car, is because there are a lot of unknowns here. I'm not sure how the situation is. I'm not sure how the people are going to react to me being out here. And a lot of people are, you know, hey, you know, I'm not sure if you're safe or if you're not safe. And, you know, the only way to know is just to work through it and figure out what works and what doesn't work. So we're kind of at ground zero. But, you know, I'm having some really amazing experiences. I mean, amazing experiences, and experiences I wouldn't trade for anything. So, you know, it's well worth it. So to have a little issue with this much amazing experiences, you know, I mean, it's so worth it. It's just so worth it. And yeah, I'd do it again if I had to. I really would, you guys. So that's my night side LED chat, and that's all I got for now. So I'm going to spend a little time editing. I really had a lot of time editing in today's video. I spent, gosh, what did I spend, like from 10 until 2 just to get one video uploaded. So I have another video coming out in the next day. So I average 2 to 3 days for each video to come out. And if I get a better system down, I may increase the frequency. But for now, you can expect one about every 2 to 3 days, you guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm really excited, you guys. This channel is going to rock it. And the cool thing is the Filipinos are really supportive of the things that I'm doing, and that really means a lot to me, you guys. That really touches my heart, and that's the reason why I'm here. So thank you very much, you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, Vern.